Why was Chris Evans still using an iPhone 6s in 2022? Hello to everyone, I really hope you've had a wonderful week so far. Let's skip the small talk for a moment and get down to the issue of the day, which is guaranteed to brighten up your day even more. Chris Evans, an actor, has finally parted ways with his iPhone 6s and replaced it with a more recent model of smartphone. The iPhone 6s and iPhone 6s Plus were both initially introduced in 2015, but Apple decided to stop producing them after the announcement of the iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max in 2018. The device utilizes an older version of Apple's iPhone design, which features thicker bezels and a physical home button. Apple discontinued this design with the release of the iPhone X in 2017. In addition, the iPhone 6s and iPhone 6s Plus have both reached their end of life in terms of receiving software updates. Apple has recently confirmed that neither of these two devices will receive the iOS 16 update in the foreseeable future. Chris Evans is perhaps best known for his performance as Captain America in a number of Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, including Avengers Endgame, which will be released in 2019. Evans began his Marvel career by playing the Human Torch in the 2005 film Fantastic Four and the 2007 sequel Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Both films are considered to be among his most notable roles. This year, Evans also provided his voice for the title character Buzz Lightyear in the animated film Lightyear, which was produced by Disney and Pixar. Given that Evans is one of the most recognizable actors in Hollywood, the fact that he was using a smartphone that had been introduced 7 years earlier is even more surprising. Late on Thursday night, Chris Evans took to social media to announce that he had finally decided to upgrade from the dependable iPhone 6s that he had been using for the past few years. Evans did not disclose the manufacturer or model of the new phone, but an image that was shared on Instagram hints that it may be one of the more recent iPhone models, possibly the iPhone 12 Pro or the iPhone 13 Pro. Evans, in a tongue-in-cheek eulogy for the iPhone 6s, said that he would miss the iPhone's physical home button, but not the iPhone's poor camera quality, slow charging, or abysmal battery life. Evans also said that he will not miss the iPhone's poor battery life. On Twitter, he also posted the identical message, but this time omitted the accompanying image. Even though the iPhone 6s from around the year 2022 is considered to be an older model, it still had a lot of helpful hardware features that Apple has since discontinued. While Evans pointed out that the device had a physical home button that made navigations very simple, he did not mention that the device also came with Touch ID, which was embedded within the home button and allowed the device to be unlocked with a light tap of the thumb. In addition, the iPhone 6s featured a 3.5mm headphone socket, which enabled users to plug in their wired headphones without the need for dongles or adapters of any kind. Not only does the trend of yearly upgrades, which has become fashionable over the years, place a significant financial burden on consumers, but it also creates a nightmare scenario for the environment. An environmental catastrophe is being caused by the accumulations of e-waste, which is getting worse with each passing year due to the fact that millions of electronic devices are discarded each year well before they have reached the end of their natural life cycle. When you think about it, Captain America was actually doing a great service to the world by keeping his iPhone 6s for as long as he did, regardless of whether or not this was intentional on his part. Apple has never been afraid to incorporate elements of nostalgia into its product, as evidenced by the company's decisions to bring back the iPhone SE last year and to give the iPhone 12 series flat edges similar to those of the iPhone 4. Now, thanks to an updated iPhone 6, they may be up to their old tricks once more. At the very least, this is what the designer known as 4RMD is implying. He envisioned a redesigned iPhone 6 in 2022 with a punch hole in the center of the top side of the selfie camera. Even with a lighter product, red hue, and those antenna lines, which have become somewhat outdated in the modern world, the design remains the same. Unfortunately, there's only one back camera, and a dual camera would have been ideal. The power button on the side now houses the Touch ID. At this point, this is the entirety of the information that we possess. If you enjoyed viewing the show, we would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to it by clicking on the button labeled subscribe. Make sure the notification button is activated so that you are kept abreast of all of the newest videos that we upload. We would appreciate it if you would use the comment box to share your reactions to the video with us, as we would be interested in hearing them as well. That was everything that we were able to cram into the agenda for today.